So for this question, you can't really go that wrong with it if you understand what a milestone is. So a milestone is literally a date that would be in the development of the marketing plan. So in the top up here, they give you lots of the milestones. So you've got May, you've got June, July, August, September. The one that you shouldn't do is October, because that is the end date. That's the final deadline. So that is not an acceptable answer. So if you put May down, you get a mark. Put June down, you get a mark. July, you get a mark. August, you get a mark. September, you get a mark. The other area, the other one that you can get a mark for, is if you say posters ready for each event. Okay, so they're the answers that are acceptable for that one. So remember, marks are given for the month or for posters ready for each event. If you put October, that's the final deadline, so you won't get any marks for that. So keep that in mind. Okay, then on to this one here. So 2 aspects of the work plan other than a milestone. Okay, so here you could say, let's just get this level. You could say the title. So remember, I only put one per line. Okay, so you got title. You could say the tasks involved as well. You could say the deadlines or the end dates. You could also say things like the start time, the duration, resources or the equipment needed. You could also say timescales or time, or you could say workflow. The one thing to remember is don't put dates, because that's too vague. So dates will not get you the mark. Also, if you say timeline, that's too vague as well. They don't like that one. So time scales is acceptable, but not timeline. So they're the things to keep in mind. And then the next question. So this one here says explain what the term activities means when used on a work plan. So here they're basically asking you to demonstrate that you understand that an activity is a smaller part of a task. It's not actually a task. Okay, so you could say a series of jobs that need to be completed in order to finish a task. Okay, so here you'd get a mark for saying jobs, and then you get a mark to say in order to finish a task. So that's enough for 2 marks. You can also give an example as well. So you could say something about creating the logo. So you might say an activity could be to create a logo for the poster. That would give you a mark. And then the second mark would be, and this would then be used in the final poster advert. Okay, so you'd get 1 mark for mentioning that it's an activity which is part of a task, and then the second part would be backing that up to say it would be used in the advert as well. You could also say an activity is a milestone that needs to be completed in a project. Okay, so once again, you're demonstrating that you understand that part of an activity is part of a larger task. Okay, so all we do here, so we've got is a milestone that's part of a larger project, and that gives you the mark as well. Okay, or you could say that an activity is a job that an employee will do to complete the whole task. Okay, so once again, you've said about it's a job, and you've said it's a whole task. So just to reiterate, you don't where's my thing? You don't want to mention that an activity is a task. Not what you want. So big red mark through those ones. Not acceptable answer. You won't get any marks for that if you write that. Okay, so avoid tasks. Talk about an activity as being a job or a thing or something that has to be completed in order to complete the final task or to complete a task. Okay.